Week 6 matchup for you here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, Alabama.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. On play action, now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
But how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady going to sling this out wide to Godwin. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Play action. Now it's Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At the 20. Here's the leading rusher amongst rookies last season, Najee Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end, that's Pat Freiermuth.
He's a fan favorite when he plays at home. Every time he makes a big-time play, you can hear him shout, "Muth," from the stands. Pittsburgh, They love him. A lot of comparisons to Heath Miller as a rookie, and he contributed 7 touchdown catches. Now he contributes a first down with that grab.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Steelers at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On 2nd and 12, Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Pickett. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block. I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On 2nd and 7, Brady dumps it off to Fournette. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Complete. It's Johnson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
What's up? They didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And the Steelers are going to have themselves a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Pickett.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris,
His 6th touchdown of the season.
and the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man covers, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Brady. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Harris running straight ahead. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. On the give, this is Harris. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Lavonte David.
And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 33.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Now Brady. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Brady. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Austin. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett. Completes it to Austin. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 27 yards there, a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to run with Harris. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far. They've come. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Takes it at the 7. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Harris. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. They hand this off to Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka in pursuit that time, and he gets the tackle for loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Open man, that's the tight end flyer move.
Down inside the 10.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line. Gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
A solid stiff arm. And he's got this down to the 35.
74 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second half blowout material.
And the catch made by Johnson.
Down inside the 10.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Steelers open the lead up to 34-0.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes this 35-0 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. And he'll just get rid of it.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Again, it's Brady. But it's caught. Tompkins.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Hey, go 66.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady to Evans on the slant. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. There's Evans again, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Across the formation, he finds Godwin.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady.
Otten brings it in over the middle.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
72.
Brady gives this to White. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Brady now to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Cade Otten,
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
and the Bucs are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the side.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Past the 20. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll work down inside the 45. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Pickett back to throw. He's got this to Pickens.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage.
147 yards rushing for him now to this point.
it looks like he'll throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And it'll be intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Throwing again on second down. Brady over the middle to Evans. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Brady to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing is Brady on third down.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Completes this one to Pickens.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.